Last night I invited Haley and Tristan over for supper, so I had all three of my kids at home, and I decided to do a Dorito chicken casserole because all the kids just love that. I started out with putting a couple of rotisserie chickens in a big jumbo bag and mushing it around because that's just like an easier way to get it off the bone. I only needed one rotisserie chicken for this casserole, but I bought two, so I went ahead and got them both off the bone. Cleaned all that up, and now this is what you'll need. You need corn, rotel, and a can of cream of chicken and a can of cream of mushroom, or in my case I just got 2 cans of cream of chicken and mushroom. Then you need sour cream, Doritos, and cheddar cheese. So you start by draining your rotel and your corn, and I'm going to go ahead and take half of this chicken out because like I said, I'm saving that for something else. Put your drained corn and rotel in with your chicken, and then you're going to do about a cup of sour cream, your cream of chicken, and your cream of mushroom. And then you need about a cup of cheddar cheese. I had a couple of bags already open, so I'm just trying to use them up. Once you get all that mixed up really well, you're going to spray a casserole dish. And a lot of people just put all this mixture in and top it with cheese and Doritos. But I like to layer it because I like to have extra chips. And before you even ask, no, the chips are not soggy when you eat this. But when you eat it leftover, they can, they're not as crispy, the next day. But the day of, they don't have time to get soggy. So I love this casserole, and it's so quick and easy. But I put half the mixture, a thin layer of cheese, and a thin layer of crushed Doritos. And I put the rest of the mixture and then a thick layer of cheese and the rest of the bag of Doritos on top. So it's a thick layer of chips on top too. And once you pour those out, you're just going to spread them out, pop it in the oven at 350 degrees. I'd say 20 or 25 minutes, just long enough for everything to get really warm because it's all already cooked. And I wanted to do some strawberry dumplings last night, so I went ahead and started getting these strawberries cleaned up and ready, and I just cut them in half and put them in a pot. Put a couple of cups of water in the pot and then a good coating of sugar, just regular sugar. And then you're going to get that on to boil. Now I'm making the dumpling part, so I'm going to use self-rising flour. I started with about a cup and a half. Just make however much dough that you want, and that's about a half cup of sugar and a little dusting of cinnamon. And then I'm just going to mix all the dry ingredients together really well. And then I got a couple of tablespoons of softened butter and put it in there. Just use a fork and kind of mash it around and break it up real good. And where I went wrong last night is I thought, I've seen other people do this. I want to add a little more milk than I would normally add. And this is just regular milk. Sometimes I use buttermilk for biscuit dough, but for this particular dumpling dough, I use regular milk. But anyways, I usually would make it like biscuit consistency, but last night I said, I'm going to make it a little looser and literally just spoon them over in there instead of pinching them off over, putting them in there. Well, let me tell you, it ended up being a mushed up mess. They didn't hold together, they kind of fell apart, and it ended up being all mixed up, sort of like the inside of a cobbler, but they still tasted good. It tasted like it was supposed to. It just didn't look very good. I'll show you at the end of this video. Also, I went to Winn-Dixie and found this Cajun Ranch Dole salad. It's the kind where it has all the ingredients just already in the bag. We had the Caesar one not too long ago and liked it, so I said, let's try this Cajun Ranch one. It'll go good with a Dorito casserole. This is like crispy jalapenos, and it came with the cheese and everything. Of course, it wasn't very much cheese. That looks like maybe a teaspoon. So I ended up adding some more of my own cheese. But that Cajun Ranch dressing was real good. Everybody loved this salad. And all you got to do is just add some more cheese like I did, and it's perfect. And then the casserole was done, so I took it out of the oven. It's time to fix our plate. And this is what it looks like. This is me fixing mine. I'm still doing portion control. But this was delicious. If y'all have never tried a Dorito casserole, you need to try it. This is what I meant when I said my dumplings didn't hold together. It looks more like a pudding instead of strawberry dumplings. But like I said, it still tasted super good. And them dogs heard me get that Cool Whip can out and squeeze it. So Caden wanted to give all of them a pup cup since they were begging for it. Even Mr. Linda got one. Okay, y'all. I love you. Stay classy.